And everyone is coming here. They have a horse or something, you saw it?
Supreme being, beautiful souls. I'm super excited to start with the first video of a series of videos which we promised to you in the last video that we will share with you. And the first one is going to be the spiritual reason why we put on weight or lose weight, and why we actually struggle sometimes to lose weight or to put on weight. And I truly fully believe, after very deep meditations, especially lately, and going in the very deep knowledge coming from the universe, which is accessible by everyone, each one of you. But I just wanted to share this with you because for me personally it has been a struggle all my life, and I have always had issues with being overweight, which of course now I see it from a totally different perspective, from its spiritual side, that none of these terms actually exist. We are here on earth to use all tools possible to balance our energies, and weight is actually one of these tools that we very effectively use subconsciously. Our body, our soul knows how to help us, bring us back to balance anytime we try to go off track. And so it's actually super simple and super obvious, but it took me a million of years to get to this answer. And I was trying to get to this answer observing myself as a being who has difficulty losing weight, and Andre on the opposite side who has difficulty putting on weight. And we have always been telling ourselves, is the thyroid, the one has more active, the other has a less active thyroid, so we were putting it on that. But behind every single thing we experience, there's a spiritual reason, and that's actually the reason we want to look into to overcome anything that is bothering us here on earth. Because using the material, the earthly, you know, working on us through diets, exercise and whatever, is just treating the symptoms, but it's not actually really treating the real cause of what is causing this disbalance within us. So I'm gonna get to the point. It's all about being balanced on the God and the earth vibration. So when the being is mostly on the God vibration, regarding using these two terms, you can see our video about the earth and God vibration. where we speak about it and what actually it stands for. So when we are more on the God vibration, which is like we are more on the flying side of the spiritual, we don't ground ourselves, we don't work on grounding ourselves, we instantly disbalance our energy. And what our body does, the easiest tool to use to bring us back to balance, is the weight. And what it does, it instantly puts on weight to make us heavier, to be more connected with earth. So if we are meditating a lot, if we really get connected with the universal energy, with the cosmic energy very deeply, but we are not working on the other part of it, like being really connected with earth, then we do create this balance. And just like when eating milk products, for example, brings a lot of acidity in the body, and to handle this, the body starts to extract calcium from the bones as the easiest source of bringing back the alkaline acidic balance within the body. The same thing, the first thing that it knows to use, the fastest way to bring us back to balance, is to use the weight. Being skinny and not being able to put on weight is the other extreme. When we are so much grounded, but we don't actually work very much spiritually on ourselves, which says that we are not really connected with the cosmic whatsoever, then this being cannot really put on weight, because the body tries to bring it up constantly, so it makes the body as light as possible to bring this balance back. So in this case, this person, this being, can actually implement some more spiritual practices like meditating and yoga, or whatever the soul takes you to, because the soul always knows. We always know what's the best for us. So ask these questions yourself if you have such an issue. I have been asking myself for a very long moment, and actually the answer came to me after experimenting a lot, and after being asked yesterday about a being who wanted to put on weight. My first intuitive answer was like, let her eat a lot of fruits. But then the mind interfered, and it was like, hold on, fruits are actually very detoxing, and they very often they make some people, most of the people, lose weight. However, it doesn't always act this way. For me, for example, eating only fruits, I discovered that doesn't really help me to lose weight, because I'm already flying too much, and fruits are very disgrounding food, so they make you fly even more, because fruits usually grow on the trees very high. So it's good for people who are very grounded to eat more fruits, because it will help them to bring this balance up, so that they don't have to use anymore the body weight. And on the other side, contrary, which I just remembered again, and I was doing before and then I stopped, for people who are not grounded enough, like me, we need a lot of root vegetables. If the person is eating some animal products, then they can have more fish and egg yolks, even milk products. Of course, we do recommend to consume more of the byproducts. So if you still have issues letting go of animal products, then it's better to just stick to eggs and milk. Because spiritually, even though it's very controversial to everything we have been saying, but at the same time it's not. But spiritually, nothing can actually harm us as long as we embrace it fully. And this is how Jesus was able to eat everything, for example, because he could change the vibration of food. When we are totally balanced and in tune with ourselves, we can even have foods which usually we don't consider as the healthiest foods and still be super healthy and not have any side effects whatsoever from those. But this is for a much advanced level. We are not there yet. And I know that some people already are. Maybe one of you watching this is already there, and I infinitely admire you for that. And our deepest desire always is to get there as well. Not to be able to experience everything without being hurt, but just for the freedom all this gives spiritually. And there is another aspect of all this, of being underweight or overweight and having difficulty losing or gaining weight. And sorry about the background noise, but it's like the biggest celebration here in Bali today, and everyone's so excited. It has been very beautiful on the streets. I'm gonna include some, maybe you already saw it before the beginning of the video, or I'm gonna put it at the end. So the other aspect is when we are already balanced within ourselves, but we don't eat balanced foods. Let's say we are balanced and we eat more grounding foods, then we will put on weight as well, and we will have issues taking off weight. Then a simple change in the diet in such situation can actually help lose weight. And the other way around, when we are very balanced, but for some reason we eat more foods which make us fly more, then we will lose more weight and we'll have difficulty putting on weight. And then again, a simple change in the diet can help everything go back very easily, to get back on track. But most of the times it is the other way around from my observations. And that's why you will see people eating like huge amounts of foods, and we on the other side, we're like, oh, I envy you so much, you can just have whatever you want and look so amazing. And on the other hand, there are people like me, for example, who have been eating small amounts of food and still have difficulty losing these last extra pounds on us, and being bothered by that, which is another deep spiritual reason, you know, of something to let go of as well, because the more we hold on to something, the more it tends to stick with us. But that's a totally different topic. And the simple answer here is just get some more grounding. That's why most of the people, actually, when they start to exercise, they lose weight so quickly, because making exercise, doing some kind of exercise, is super grounding, and a person being overweight needs a lot of grounding. So having something so very grounding puts the being instantly in balance, and helps instantly to lose these extra pounds. It's not about calories whatsoever. And I'm gonna make even more videos further to talk about the calories specifically, why they're not so important. It really is not about calories, neither about nutrients being here on earth. It is all about its spiritual reason deep within. And this is how Britarians can actually survive without eating. But like I said, that's another topic, and that's probably gonna be next or the video afterwards. And never forget, always be grateful for what you're going through, because we are always remembering something through each single experience we are having here on earth. And I will just tell you that I just came back to this knowledge myself, to this awareness, and I'm already making some changes again in my diet, and Andre as well. The changes are not so dramatic, but I really truly feel that they're going to help us feel much more balanced than what we have been, because we really experience sometimes very big disbalances within ourselves, and this affects the balance between each other, because we are going on the two extremes as twin flames as well. So being a mirror of each other actually acts exactly that way. So if you feel that this applies for you as well, you can look into your lifestyle, do more grounding or ungrounding things depending on your case, and I'm sure you will have very fast results. I actually already experienced it at the beginning of my awakening journey, and for some reason, because I got focused on something totally different afterwards, I really left this knowledge on the side, and it's like I almost forgot it. But I never did. It was always deep inside here in my heart, and I'm really planning to go back to it, because at that time I was feeling super balanced, and I really desired to experience this again. I'm really flying a lot, and I've been knowing it the whole time. I really need a lot of grounding to do. I'm sending you lots of love, André as well. We keep on being here in Bali. I just wanted to share with you, the energies here feel very relaxing, very soothing, and very healing for both of us. And we are infinitely grateful to the universe for this experience. Lots of love, and we'll see you next time. She's super cute. Hello.
아니,